everyone and welcome to the Linglers. I had a video request to do a bookshelf tour. So before I start putting all the new books on for the new school year, taking off things that I should take off for this year, but also that I've left on there from previous years that need putting onto a different shelf, I thought I would do a tour. So I'm going to try and do it quite quickly because otherwise this video will be hours and hours long. But if there are any books that you see and you think, wow, I'd like to see more about that book, definitely let me know and I can do a flip through of it for you. But I'm going to be relabeling the shelves this year as well. So I'll just show you as it is now. It does need tidying, because it's the end of the year. So it's not, it's not in order as much as it can be, let's put it that way. But if you see during the pile random books and you think, wow, that's not a history book, why is that there? It's just because it's been put back in the wrong spot. So I'll tell you as we go through, this is a history shelf. But if you see random books and you think, why would that be classed as history? It's probably not, it's just that it's got onto the wrong shelf. But I'll do all tidying and stuff like that over the summer holidays. But let's get started and I will give you a tour of our main homeschool bookshelf. I will show you the other ones as well, but I won't do those as in depth. I won't take every book off. I'll just give you a little glance over the other shelves that we have where our picture books and things like that are. But I'll be giving you a full tour of this main shelf, which is the main one in our homeschool room. So let's get started. So we've got the Usborne History collection, and that's got Digging Up the Past, Castles, Vikings, the Maya, Romans, the Celts, Ancient Greeks, Egyptians, the Iron Age and Stone Age. Cadbury World, Where Chocolate Comes to Life. Milton Hershey's Sweet Idea, A Chocolate Kingdom. See Inside, Exploration and Discovery, Usborne Flat Book. Wonderwise, When I Was Young, a book about family history. This is a history shelf. If You Lived 100 Years Ago by Scholastic. Johnny Appleseed by Will Moses, The Story of a Legend. The DK Knowledge Encyclopedia Dinosaur. River Exploration, this is an Usborne one. Usborne Sea Inside Inventions. The Usborne Book of Living Long Ago. Usborne Long Ago Mazes. Shakespeare Can Be Fun at Midsummer's Night's Dream for kids. Shakespeare Can Be Fun Macbeth for kids. Parallel History The Classical World. Parallel History The Medieval World. Parallel History The Modern World. Parallel History The 19th Century World. Parallel History The Early Modern World. Fantastically Great Women Who Changed the World activity book. Fantastically Great Women Who Changed the World. Great Women Who Made History. Usborne Young Reader The Gunpowder Plot. Explore Stone, Bronze and Iron Ages. Explore Anglo-Saxons. Explore Tudors. Explore Shakespeare. Explore Ancient Greeks. Explore Egyptians. Explore World War II. Explore World War I. Explore Victorians. Explore Celts. Explore Romans. Usborne Look Inside Living Long Ago. Usborne See Inside the History of Britain. Our Island Story by H.E. Marshall. Wonderwise Stone Age Bone Age, a book about prehistoric people. Usborne See Inside Houses Long Ago. Parallel History of the Ancient World. Explore Vikings. Ladybird History British History. Big History Timeline Sticker Book. You Wouldn't Want to Be Mary Queen of Scots. Continuing on now with another history shelf, we've got the Usborne Great Fire of London. Step into reading The Trail of Tears. It's a history shelf, I think I said. The Magna Carta, Cornerstone of the Constitution. This is from Hyman Raintree. The Oregon Trail, a You Choose book by Capstone Press. If You Sailed on the Mayflower, this is Scholastic. Katie in Scotland by James Mayhew. If You Were There When They Signed the Constitution by Scholastic. First Encyclopedia of History, Usborne. The Great Smelly Slobbery Small-Toothed Dog, this is by Margaret Reed MacDonald. If You Lived When There Was Slavery in America, Scholastic. Pocahontas, a Penguinian Reader. The Chocolate Tree by Linda Lowry and Richard Keep. Kids' Life in Colonial America. The Wampanoag, Scholastic. The Little House Cookbook. The Little House Craft Book. Little House on the Prairie Classroom Guide. Who Was Sacagawea? This is a Who Was book. Toby and the Great Fire of London. Hopscotch Histories. You Wouldn't Want to Be in the Great Fire of London. The Who Was History of the World. Will's Words, How William Shakespeare Changed the Way You Talk. The British History Timeline Sticker Book from National Trust. Houses Through Time, this is an Usborne sticker book. William Shakespeare and the Globe by Aliki. Usborne See Inside Museum, Lift the Flap. The DK History of Britain and Ireland. 100 Things to Know About History, this Usborne. The Usborne Encyclopedia of World History. The What on Earth War Book Timeline of Big History. The What on Earth War Book Timeline of Shakespeare. DK Timelines of Everything. The Knowledge Encyclopedia of History, DK. What Happened When in the World History as You've Never Seen It Before, DK. And Usborne Timelines of World History. DK, A Child Through Time, the Book of Children's History. DK, Street Through Time, a 12,000 year walk through history. DK, A City Through Time, from ancient colony to vast metropolis. The Adventures of Your Brain, with flaps, pull tabs, wheels and pop-ups. So this shelf, I should have said actually, is our extra shelf. It's where there are a combination of different books. It's right next to our history shelf, which is why it's got some history items on there, and then the rest of them are miscellaneous. Usborne History of Britain, the Middle Ages. Usborne Tudors Picture Book. Usborne Lift the Flap, Computers and Coding. I do keep some of the curriculum on this shelf, so we've got the Language Handbook for Harcourt for 4th grade. We've also got the grade 4 practice book from Harcourt. Kings of the Desert. These are by Raintree. Kings of the Mountains. Cool Down and Work Through Anger. Kings of the Rivers. This is still the miscellaneous shelf. Kings of the Jungles. The Water Cycle at Work. What's Under Your Bed. These are by Wonderwise. Kings of the Sky. The Oceans. This is a Wide-Eye book and it's Spot the Mistake, Lands of Long Ago. Maze Quest History, Travel Through Time. Usborne Big Picture Book, General Knowledge. 4th grade Harcourt Health and Fitness. Harcourt Trophies, grade 4. Inheritance of Traits, Why is My Dog Bigger Than Yours? And this is by Raintree. Usborne Activities, Animal Things to Make and Do. Remember 10 with Explorer Ben. Usborne The Story of Planet Earth. Turn Your Book into a Beehive. Astounding Animal Body Facts. Wild Scientist by Steve Mould, DK. Usborne Origami Animal. Next is the Language Arts shelf, so we've got Usborne Write Your Own Storybook. Usborne Write Your Own Poems. I've got All About Spelling Level 3 on there. All About Homophones by the same author for the All About Spelling, Marie Ripple. I've got All About Spelling Level 2 on there. I need to file some of these away this year. And All About Spelling Level 1 on there. The Usborne Junior Illustrated English Dictionary. Usborne Creative Writing Book. Usborne Writers Ideas Journal. Usborne Write and Draw Your Own Comic. Usborne Make Your Own Comics Pad. Creative Writing and Research Journal from Thinking Tree. And How to Make a Book Written and Illustrated by You. DK Spell Check. Draw and Write Evermore, grades 1 to 3. Write a Super Sentence, grades 1 to 3. Letterland Flip Flap Phonics. This was great when she was younger. Again, this is a great one for the younger age. Usborne's First 1,000 Words in English. Got a workbook. This is nouns. These are wet, clean ones. Verbs, adjectives, tenses. How to Get a Grip on Grammar. This is from Bloomsbury. Oxford I Can Spell. Spelling Made Easy with Phonics. DK Visual Guide to Grammar and Punctuation. A World Full of Animal Stories. 50 Folk Tales and Legends. The Pocket Dictionary of Synonyms, Synonyms, Antonyms and Homonyms. Little Red Writing. Show Me a Story, Writing Your Own Picture Book. Make Me Giggle, Writing Your Own Silly Story. Action, Writing Your Own Play. Oxford Better Spelling. The Classic Children's Literature Copywork. How to Report on Books, Evermore. The Right Word. And then I have got this extra copy of this Building Writers book, and then Wordly Wise, a book too. Got DK Trees, Leaves, Flowers and Seeds. If I sound out of breath, it's just because I keep having to put the books back on when I finish. And it's super warm, it's 85 degrees in my house currently. Usborne First Encyclopedia of Science. Janice Van Cleve's Biology for Every Kid. Janice Van Cleve's Science Around the World. Lift the Flap, General Knowledge. Usborne. Follow Me, it's a little maze book. Again, that's been misfiled, but that's okay. Brick by Brick, 1, 2, 3. So those are the Lego equivalent for the numbers. We've had that for years. I just can't bring myself to take it off yet. Understanding Science, Animals and Plants. Robert Winston's Home Lab, DK. Robert Winston's Science Lab, DK. Lift the Flap Questions and Answers About Your Body. The Usborne's Children's Encyclopedia. 1001 Animals to Spot by Usborne. Lift the Flap Questions and Answers About Animals. The Usborne Big Book of Animals. See Inside Where Food Comes From. That's Usborne 1. The Kingfisher First Encyclopedia of Animals. See Inside How Things Work from Usborne. Lift the Flap Questions and Answers About Dinosaurs from Usborne. The First Illustrated Science Dictionary from Usborne, and Usborne Look Inside Food. Got another art shelf. This is DK Artists, Their Lives and Works. DK Art Children's Encyclopedia. This is a little Create the Book, which she got for Christmas, that she's planning on doing over the summer. The Complete Christmas Book from DK. Fun Christmas Crafts to Make and Bake. Usborne Step-by-Step Drawing Book. Art Smart Painted, little project book. Step-by-Step Drawing People. Rainy Day Book of Things to Make and Do. This is Paragon Books. Oh no, that was the mini craft one. This is the Rainy Day Book of Things to Make and Do, and this one is Ryland Peters. That was the one that I flipped over the back of. That's mini crafts. So Disney, Minnie Mouse, that was Paragon Books. I turned over 2 books at the same time. There we go, so that's the Rainy Day one. Then we've got Teach Yourself to Draw Playful Pets. The Outdoor Art Room Winter. This is by Franklin Watts. Everything Origami. This is Hinkler. 50 Rainy Day Activities from Usborne. The Outdoor Art Room Autumn. Crafting with Kids. Make with Maisie, Wonderful Things to Make and Do by Lucy Cousins. Shelf, we've got Computing, How Does My Tablet Work? It's just a little white clean book. DK, Computer Coding for Kids, Carol Vorderman. Adventures in Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi for Kids. Coding for Beginners Using Python, Usborne. Kids Get Coding, Our Digital World by Kids Get Coding, Algorithms and Bugs. Kids Get Coding, Learn to Program. Kids Get Coding, Staying Safe Online. The Oxford Illustrated Computing Dictionary. Another language art shelf, we have First Language Lessons, Well Trained Mind, Level 2. Explore the Code 8, 7 and 6, we'll be using those still. Oxford First Rhyming Dictionary. Find It, A Big Book of Seek and Find Adventures. My First Picture Dictionary. This was from kindergarten and I can't put it away yet. Oxford Very First Dictionary. Scholastic Daily Word Ladders. Usborne Lift the Flap Grammar and Punctuation. DK Merriam-Webster's Children's Dictionary. Scholastic Fab Vocab Greek and Latin Roots. Fab Vocab Scholastic Prefixes and Suffixes. Got a couple of these little picture and story books here. The Harcourt Trophies Grade 2. Again, that'll need to go into storage. That was part 1. Usborne Wipe Clean Joined Up Handwriting. Wipe Clean Starting Grammar and Punctuation. But it's good that they're going in storage because I've got new books that need to come out of the boxes ready for 4th grade. The Usborne Junior Illustrated Thesaurus. A Wipe Clean Creative Writing from Usborne. This is the practice book. This was used, that's why it's got someone else's name on, from grade 3, from Harcourt Trophies. Punctuation Celebration. Another one of those picture and story books that you can read and write. Language from Harcourt. I think this was the grade 1 one or grade 2 one. Oxford Children's Colour Dictionary. A cursive Wipe Clean Letter from Collins. Oxford First Thesaurus. My First Dictionary from DK. Another one of those little scrapbook things. I think this was from 1st grade. We like to keep them to look at occasionally. Wipe Clean Starting Spelling, Usborne. Junior Illustrated Grammar and Punctuation. Adventures in Cartooning. Writer's Toolbox. Okay, so we've got the Classic Poems for Children. Brick by Brick ABC. The Usborne Bird Sticker Book. Andrew Brady Basics Punctuation. I need to file these. Spelling and problem solving. Phonics, touch and spell. I could definitely file these now. But this is a really great book. It's tactile, so if you've got younger ones. These are fantastic books. They're all tactile. Phonics. This is a little writing kit. You can make your own little book. We've had a couple of those over the years. First language lessons level 1. So you can tell all the ones I'm going to be taking off this year. Or that I should have taken off previously but haven't. To make room for the new stuff that I've purchased. The Child's Garden of Verses, Robert Louis Stevenson. The Blue Fairy book. Dover, Children's Favourite Poems of Childhood. Another Usborne, this is Write Your Own Storybook. The No Nonsense Guide to Grammar. Building Spelling, Evermore Grade 3. The next shelf is an extra shelf, so I've got a Smart Start STEM book. I believe that's Evermore actually, I think it is. Top Student Evermore. My First Recorder book. Got the famous painting with cards on that shelf. Also these Mindful Kids activity cards. The Big Book of Bugs. Draw Right Now. This is book 6. The Animals and Habitats, Land, Ponds and Rivers and Oceans, and then the little journal that goes with it. Healthy Habits for Healthy Kids. Dr. Do Riddles from the Critical Thinking Company. Looking After Your Mental Health. Kids Keyboard Course, Book 1. Lift the Flat Periodic Table. Perfectly Logical, Challenging Brain Teasers. Dr. Academy. Analogies for Critical Thinking. This is Hardcore Art Everywhere, Grade 4. Critical and Creative Thinking Evermore. Critical Thinking Evermore. Lollipop Logic. Usborne, Lift the Flat, Biggest, Fastest, Tallest. My First Classical Music book. The Llama Who Had No Pajama. Children's Book of Baking Bread. Usborne Musical Instruments. Press the picture and hear the different instruments. It's a really good one. Vet Academy. This is Wide-Eyed, The School of Music. My First Orchestra book. The Story of the Orchestra. Usborne 100 Bugs to Fold and Fly. And 100 Birds to Fold and Fly. The next shelf is art. So we've got the Leapfrog Reader Imagination Art and Drawing Creative Activity Set. That's the one you use with the pen. We have Vincent van Gogh from Scholastic. Usborne 365 Things to Make and Do. Sorry, my pile's falling down. My Very First Art Famous Paintings. Usborne, My Very First Art Book. Then we have got the Great Artist Series. So we've got Picasso, Monet, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, and this one's someone hiding, Rembrandt. Katie and the Sunflowers by James Mayhew. This is another Scholastic Leonardo da Vinci. Katie and the Water Lily Pond, Katie and the Impressionists. The Usborne Art Treasury. This little fingerprint activity from Usborne. 365 Things to Do with Paper and Cardboard. Christmas Cupcakes and Cookies. So you can tell that one got misfiled, but that's okay. Art Activity Book, Usborne. The Usborne Book of Famous Artists. Famous Artist Sticker Book. The Usborne Big Book of Colours. Usborne Drawing Cartoons. And then I've got this little mini artist little kit from a few years ago, but you can still use them. So we've got mini artist papercraft, puppets, masks, junk modelling, clay modelling, painting, drawing, printing. I've got this Crayola Learn to Draw pad, Usborne A Drawing a Day pad, and that one's heavy, the Usborne Complete Book of Art Ideas. We're on to a science shelf, so we've got the Usborne Science Encyclopedia, Evermore Grade 3 Science Lessons and Investigation, My Human Body Infographics Sticker Activity Book, DK Human Body A Visual Encyclopedia, Usborne See Inside Your Body, Usborne What's Chemistry All About, Change It, Solids, Liquids, Gases and You, Germs Make Me Sick. That's my cat running around like a loon. What Happens to a Hamburger? She's having her, we call them zoomies for cats and dogs when they go running around like a loon. When I Freeze, Shiver, Hiccup and Yawn. Schofield and Sims Our Bodies. The Usborne Human Body Sticker Book. The Scholastic Periodic Table. DK Life Stories Florence Nightingale. The Usborne Titanic Sticker Book. Kitchen Science Cookbook by Particular Books. The RSPB Garden Nature Colouring Book. DK Find Out Animals. Junior Illustrated Science Dictionary from Usborne. British Wildlife, and that's that one. The RSPB Children's Guide to Nature Watching. Wildlife in Your Garden, RSPB. My RSPB Nature Clipboard. The Usborne Amazing Discoveries of 100 Brilliant Scientists. DK Knowledge Encyclopedia of Animals. DK Knowledge Encyclopedia of Science. 365 Awesome Science Experiments. And Scholastic Body Book, easy to make hands-on models. And DK Find Out Science. Okay, so on this shelf we had a little globe that we made from Atlas Crate. And then she also had some putty. This is what I mean when I say I've got to put things away at the end of the year. Some multiplication flashcards, animal quiz cards, and some logic puzzle cards. Okay, so we have the Homemade Apothecary by Vicky Chown and Kim Walker. We have the Kew Gardener's Companion to Medicinal Plants. Ladybird First Fabulous Facts Mini Beasts. DK First Facts Seasons. A Little Hands Book Science Play by Williamson Books. The Wipe Clean Space Activity Book from Usborne. 1000 Animals from Usborne. 100 Things to Know About Saving the Planet. I Can Do It, Dividing Sums. I've been looking for this everywhere. Okay, I found it now, yay! Okay, this was really useful doing this video. Thank you to that person that requested it. Now I've got that for the summer. Okay, what's the point of maths? Again, that should be in the maths section. This is what I mean when things get put back in the wrong spot. But this is why I always, at the end of the year, give it a tidy up. So that's that one. And that was by DK. DK, what's the point of maths? Vicky Cobb Science Experiments You Can Eat. How to Play the Recorder. That should be in the music extra section. 365 Science Activities from Usborne. Big Picture Book Outdoors by Usborne. What Happens When You Eat? Usborne Look Inside. Project Science Insects. Project Science Plant Earth. Project Science Materials. Project Science Light and Sound. Project Science Weather. Project Science Rocks and Fossils. Project Science Solar System. Project Science Mountains. Bringing Back the Wolves, How a Predator Restored an Ecosystem. And DK Encyclopedia of Animals. Yay, I'm so happy I found that division book. Books, these are just what was on the shelf from earlier. We were playing What's the Time, Mr. Wolf? And these are just multiplication little activities. That clock goes with What's the Time, Mr. Wolf? Okay, this is another science shelf. This is Look Inside Usborne Animal Homes. The DK Slime Book Recipes. On the Farm Shine a Light Book. Usborne STEM Science Scribble Book. DK Sea Otters. Usborne Volcanoes. Usborne Engineering Scribble Book. Usborne Nature Journal. Usborne Big Book of Things to Spot. Peppa Pig Hide and Seek. I'm not sure why that's there, but again, probably just put back on the wrong one. And Spot the Odd One Out. Same principle. I'm going to actually put those over there so They get back where they're supposed to go. The Usborne Stargazers Journal, Usborne Egyptians, Usborne Monkeys, Sun, Moon and Stars, Reptiles, Dogs and Dangerous Animals, Caterpillars and Butterflies, Bears, Horses and Ponies, Tigers, these are all Usborne ones, Reptiles, Tadpoles and Frogs, Eggs and Chicks, Penguins, Night Animals, Bees and Wasps, Owls, Cats, Usborne Bug Hotel, Usborne Birdhouse, Antarctica from Usborne again, Farm Animals from Usborne, Sharks, Your Body again from Usborne, Bugs and Weather. Also from Usborne we have the science selection. So in this one we have Sun, Moon and Stars, Earthquakes and Tsunamis, Living in Space, Storms and Hurricanes, Volcanoes, Astronomy, the Solar System, Your Body, Planet Earth and Weather. And then this is the DK Read and Learn pack. And this one is Jungle Animals, Eruption, the Story of Volcanoes, Stars and Galaxies, Amazing Dogs, Wild Baby Animals, Spaceships and Rockets, Tale of a Tadpole, Diving Dolphins and Amazing Bees. That was science, but I've got it labelled as non-fiction. Next one is art shelf, so I can draw wild animals. This is from Make Believe Ideas. I can draw little critters, a Usborne Magic painting book. I can draw farm animals. I can draw cute and cuddly. And then I think there's two more of this little set that it came in. I can draw things that go, so transport. I can draw ocean creatures. Sketching stuff, activity book by Doodle Wash Books. Art masterpieces to colour, 60 great paintings. This is from Dover Publications. DK How to Draw. The complete book of arts and crafts, grades K to 4. This is from Carson DeLosa. The Children's Interactive Story of Art. This is the National Gallery. Discovering Great Artists. Chicago Review Press. Dover Colouring Book, Butterflies. A Wolf Colouring Book from Bold Illustrators. Vintage Fairies Colouring Book. The Kaleidoscope Sticker Collection from Hinkler. So this is mosaics for fine art pieces. Neon Nature. So you get all the stickers, the quite intricate designs, and then you just stick them on. And Wild Creatures. This is a science shelf, so we've got Julia Rothman Nature Anatomy, Julia Rothman Farm Anatomy and Ocean Anatomy, Anne Botsworth Comstock Handbook of Nature Study, Usborne Look Inside Space, Gardening Projects for Kids, Evermore Giant Science Resource Book, grades 1 through 6, Cut and Paste Mini Books, Scholastic for Science, 1001 Things to Spot in the Sea, Under the Sea, First Encyclopedia of Seas and Oceans from Usborne, The Sea Book from DK, Usborne Sea Under the Sea, Lift the Flap, Questions and Answers About Space, Usborne First Encyclopedia of Space, the Usborne Big Book of Stars and Planets. I have got 2 of those because I purchased one myself and then I got one in a pack. DK Space Ultimate Sticker Book, Usborne Seaside Oceans, the Knowledge Encyclopedia for DK for Ocean, Project Science Oceans and Seas, Usborne Big Book of Sea Creatures, Weather Infographics, and then Space Infographics. They're really interesting books. Very visual learner. And then Self-Destructing Science Space. The science shelf, and we've got the Magic School Bus Complete Series DVD on there, and a Squishmallow. Another science shelf, we have Julia Rothman Food Anatomy. Wonderwise, a book about recycling. Wonderwise, a book about the sky and space. Wonderwise, a book about simple machines. WizKids, tell me how much it weighs. Usborne, gardening for beginners. WizKids, tell me what the time is. This is for different time zones and things. Habitats, infographics. Lift the flap, questions and answers about animals. I had a second one because the first one, when it arrived, a lot of the flaps were broken and sealed shut. So they gave me another one, but I haven't got rid of the original one. I've kept it. I will be doing, don't worry. Usborne, look inside the jungle. My first science book. WizKids, tell me why the moon changes shape. My first book of garden books, RSPB. I wonder why, baby animals. Flip flap one. The life cycle of a ladybird. Fluttering mini beast adventures. It's about a butterfly. A ladybug's life. Wonderwise, TikTok, a book about time. Again, that's about time zones. The world is full of babies. A book about human and animal babies. Supermum. Wonderwise, Chomp, Munch, Chew, a book about how animals eat. Wonderwise, is a blue whale the biggest thing there is? A book about size. Wonderwise, Hiding, a book about disguises. Wonderwise, Wild and Free, a book about animals in danger. Wonderwise, Splish, Splash, Splosh, a book about water. A lot of these were used in early grades, but they're still great, so I've kept them. Let's Build a House, a book about buildings and materials. That's the Wonderwise I'm talking about. Living Things, Welcome to the Garden. Living Things, Welcome to the Pond and their habitats. Welcome to the Rock Pool and Welcome to the Woodland. They're all about habitats. The Gruffalo Autumn Nature Trail with stickers. What are food chains and webs? The science of living things. The life cycle of a honeybee. The life cycle of a bean. The life cycle of an owl. The life cycle of a frog. 50 things to do. An outdoors adventure handbook. The life cycle of a chicken. The RSPB first book of birds. WizKids, tell me why rain is wet. And WizKids, tell me why planes have wings. Kids, tell me how far it is. Tell me how ships float. Tell me how fast it goes. Usborne, peep inside space. Usborne, peep inside dinosaurs. Usborne, peep inside the zoo. Usborne, peep inside nighttime. Usborne, peep inside the garden. And Usborne, peep inside animal homes. I had a few extras on this shelf. We've got a body puzzle and Rock and Learn Human Body. We didn't do that this year, Human Body this year though. So, but it's from grades 3 to 8. So that's why we haven't used that one. We've used this one though. How to know, now you know even, about artists, explorers and scientists. It's got a few different people on here. Those are the artists, the explorers and the scientists. Usborne Flip Flap Body Book. Usborne 100 Things to Know About the Human Body. This was something that goes with the Leap pen. The human body goes with the Leap pen. Usborne See Inside Your Body. Human Body Sticker Book. Me and My Amazing Body. My Senses Hearing. How are you feeling today? The Human Body Shine a Light Book. Usborne Big Book of Body. My First Word Book About Me. Usborne See Inside Your Head. Eat Smart Vegetables. Eat Smart Fruit. Eat Smart Meat and Fish. Eat Smart Dairy. Oliver's Vegetables. Eat Smart Cereals. What's Happening to Me? Usborne. My Body, Your Body. Wonderwise It Takes Two, a book about how life begins. My Brain, My Body. Wash, Scrub, Brush, a book about keeping clean, Wonderwise. First Fabulous Facts, My Body. About Me, My First Sticker Book. Why Do I Wash My Hands? And these are done, the sticker books. It's just we kept them for memories and also because she still likes to look at them from time to time. My Body, My Heart and Lungs. My Body, Why Do I Run? My Body, My Digestive System. Why Do I Brush My Teeth? Why Do I Sleep? My Body, My Bones. My Senses Seeing. My senses tasting, my senses smelling. Oh, I've got 2 there. Wonderwise, a book about food chains. My senses touching. Osborne, What Are Germs? Project Science Senses. Osborne, Complete Book of the Microscope. Doc McStuffins. All About Me. Osborne, See Inside Germs. Good Enough to Eat, A Kid's Guide to Food and Nutrition. And Explore the Human Body, learn about the amazing human body inside and out. Okay, stuff you should know. Science shelf. Stuff you should know about the human body. Peeking under your skin, what's beneath. Osborne Lift the Flap, biology. Osborne Lift the Flap, how your body works. DK First Human Body Encyclopedia. Welcome to the Museum Anatomy. And then Welcome to the Museum Anatomy activity book. Welcome to the Museum Animalium. And the activity book. DK Human Body Encyclopedia, Knowledge Encyclopedia of the Human Body. Whoa, it's falling everywhere. DK The Magic and Mystery of Trees. DK Mammoth Science. The Bacteria book, Gross Germs, Viral Viruses and Funky Fungi. Illuminatomy. The Think and Tree, Nature Study and Outdoor Science Journal. The Big Sticker Book of the Blue. Ants. Spiders. How Flowers Grow. Trees. And rainforests. Wildlife Ranger Activity Guide. I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic, and the Big Sticker Book of Beasts. Okay, these are math ones. There are definitely some here that I need to put onto a different shelf because obviously we'll pass that now, but let's learn about money from Pretty. Let's learn times tables. We've got a Telling the Time one from Schofield and Sim. My book of numbers 1 to 120, this is one of them that I need to put away. Times tables, workbook, The King's Commissioner. The No Nonsense Guide to Measurements. A Adding and Taking Away. My goodness, preschool, I definitely need to put this away. Time, reusable stickers, another preschool one, Matching and Sorting, and maths. There's the Matthew C. Song book for skip counting, a base 10 book from Learning Resources. I Can Do It Adding Up, Wipe Clean, a times tables one. The Year at Maple Hill Farm, a comprehension book, that's definitely in the wrong place. Times Table Explorer, this is like a logical learning one, it's really interesting actually. The Adjective, Verb and Noun Explorer, it's from the same company, that's on the wrong shelf. Simple Subtraction, again, that's definitely got to be put away. Multiplying and Dividing Activity Book. Times Tables Activity Book. This is actually really useful to me to see which ones I need to file. Fractions and Decimals Activity Book. A Fraction Action Book. Wipe Clean Writing Numbers. Yep, that's definitely one that needs to be put away. Adding and Subtracting. Maths No Problem from 2nd grade. We did some of the measurement in here, but she wasn't a fan of the way that it actually worked, so we didn't continue with that. Sherlock Bones Addition and Subtraction Adventure. Wipe Clean Money. Again, that's from Maths No Problem. Maths Adventure Solve the Puzzle, Save the World. And the reason we did the measurement from there was because it was metric, but she didn't like the way it was laid out, so I ended up teaching it a different way anyway. Adding and Subtracting Activity Book from Osborne. Telling the Time Activity Book. Measuring Things Activity Book, and I've got 2 of those, so I need to give one of those to one of my friends. Graphs and Charts Activity Book. Taking Away, I Can Do It. One of those Wipe Clean ones. Then that can definitely be filed now. Multiplying and Dividing. That's from that Maths No Problem. I need to get rid of that. Adding at the Circus and Taking Away. Again, those are first maths, so they need to be put away now. M is for Mirror. This is again on the maths shelf. It's about symmetry. A Maths Journey Computer Games. A Maths Journey Deep Sea Adventure. A Maths Journey Extreme Sports. And a Maths Journey Wonder of the World. A DK Turn to Learn Times Tables. Wipe Clean Subtracting, Scene Side Maths, Singing Times Tables Book 2, Telling a Time Sticker Book, Spectrum Telling Time Grade 1, Singing Times Tables. Again, I need to put some of these away. Singing Maths, that's the first one. Millions, Billions and Trillions, Understanding Big Numbers. Lift the Flap Times Tables, First Illustrated Maths Dictionary. Lift the Flap Telling the Time. Lift the Flap Multiplying and Dividing. Lift the Flap Fractions and Decimals. Curious George Learns to Count from 1 to 100. I used to really like that book when she was in first grade. Easy Telling Time. These are all old ones that need to be filed away. Shapes and Patterns, another preschool one. Workbook Everyday Maths. Times Tables. This is a K2 one. Skip Counting and so on. Centipede's 100 Shoes. 80 Ways to Count and Learn Maths Play. I used to love these books when she was younger, so I have kept them. Usborne Count to 100. I have A Life of Fred, Apples. The Crayon Counting Book, Leaping Lizards. This is for counting by 5s and 10s. And If You Were a Minus Sign. So we've got Usborne Illustrated Stories from Around the World. This is a geography shelf. DK Children Just Like Me. Lonely Planet Kids Travel Book. Sticker Picture Atlas of the World from Usborne. Hungry Planet. Elementary Geography from Charlotte Mason. My Book of Mazes Around the World. Postcard. And that was when we were learning continents when she was young, but I've kept it. Landmarks of the World. Out There Somewhere It Is Time To. It's a book about time zones. Look Inside Our World. The Children's Animal Atlas. Children's Picture Atlas. My first book about our world. Animals Infographics. Collins Picture Atlas. Another one. This is An Incredible Journey. So it's an atlas used in a different way, or presented in a different way. Usborne Map Mazes. Ladybird, I'm Ready to Explore My World. Look and Find Jungle. Let's Explore Safari. Let's Explore Jungle. Let's Explore Ocean. Continents Infographics. What's Where in the World. Paddle to the Sea. Sticker Dolly Dressing Around the World. Weather and Climate from Usborne. Sticker Atlas of Britain and Northern Ireland. And Lift the Flap Picture Atlas from Usborne. This is the last shelf. Again, this is geography. Anything that I bought new this year is not on the shelves yet. So if you're thinking, well, I saw something in your haul, curriculum haul, why isn't it there? It's because I haven't put it on the shelf yet. What I do at the end of the year is get rid of things, not necessarily get rid of them, but move them to a different location, or put them away if it's something that she's outgrown and that I want to keep. And then put all the new stuff out, but I don't do that until right towards the end of school. So that's why, if you're thinking, I saw a new book, why isn't it there? That's why. Okay, Finding Winnie, the story of the real Winnie the Pooh. Close-up continents mapping South America. These are from Franklin Watts. Close-up continents mapping Europe, mapping Africa, mapping North America, mapping Asia, and mapping Australasia. The National Geographic Kids Big Book of the World. That's just a picture from Expedition Earth. Me on the Map, the 7 Amazing Continents workbook from Thinking Tree. A Wipe Clean Map. Weather and Seasons sticker book. These have been done. I've just kept them because memories from preschool. I'm very sentimental. Usborne World of Animals. Seaside Planet Earth. What the World Eats. Passport to the World. The Buildings That Made London. The Usborne Geography Encyclopedia. Material World. The First Geography Encyclopedia. The First Earth Encyclopedia. Flags of the World Colouring and Sticker Book. Maze Quest Geography. Maps Activity Book. Global Art. The Geography Book. And Celebrations from Around the World from DK. Okay, so that was as much of an overview as I can do right now. If you got any requests for any specific book that you want to see inside, let me know in the comments below. Next, I'm going to just give you a quick overview of some of our other shelves that aren't in the schoolroom. And that's everything. And I hope you enjoy this video. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so on these shelves, it's mostly fiction, but in your chapter book style. So we've got Magic School Bus here. She's got the My Little Pony one. She's got the Usborne Fairy Unicorns one. Some of these Michael Rosen ones. We've got the 5 Children in It series. These are Guinea Bird Green. We love those ones, they're really funny. These are You Choose books, where you get to choose the Snowy Fairy Tale themed. Wind in the Willows, Puppy Academy series. Some random Read Lars, Little House in the Big Woods, Who Was Lewis Carroll, Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures, No Children, No Pets, The Borrowers, Mrs. Sorry, I've been putting all the books back, so I'm out of breath. There we go. Mrs. Pigglewiggle, The Secret Garden. This is a doodle book that's found its way onto here. Black Beauty, The Lion, the Witch and Wardrobe. Okay, we've got James Herriot's Treasury for Children. Stella Diaz. I've got some, or has something to say. The Unicorn Quest, Emperor's Riddle. Neil Gaiman, Fortunately the Milk. The Case of the Missing Moonstone. Lives of the Musicians. Mr. Popper's Penguins. What is that one? The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. That's such a sad book. Odd, as in it's really good, but it's really sad. Odd and the Frost Giants, Neil Gaiman. Mrs. Frisby and the Rats of Nim. I love that one. A Pugs book. It's like a non-fiction book about pugs, so I guess there are some non-fiction on here. The Random House book of fairy tales. Behind the Legend of Unicorns, Arthur and the Golden Rope. What's that one? Turtle Island. Behind the Legends of Dragons. Snow and Rose. The Hand of the Baskervilles, Two Truths and a Lie. This is one of those animal, what would if you had animal teeth, that is the case. Child's Introduction to Poetry. Another Two Truths and a Lie. The Girl Who Helped Thunder, Hopping Ahead of Climate Change. National Geographic Book of Animal Poetry. Bob, Charlie and the Frog. Captain Pug book. Beethoven Through the Stew. Anyway, you can see the titles. I'm not going to say every single one. Another animal one, I think that's if you've got animal eyes. Can You Hear It? The Composer Is Dead. Energy Island. 6 Dots. Bayou Magic. The Turtle of a Man. Illustrated Classics. Secrets of Our Earth. Shine a Light. The Little Red Hen. Some Magic School Bus books. Different titles in the Magic School Bus series. Some Faraway Tree Adventures over there, and then some Usborne readers. So there's Little Women, Gulliver's Travels, Oliver Twist, Robert Sabuda, The Little Mermaid, Trumpet of the Swan. I love that book so much. The White Stallion. These are 5 in a row books. How to Make an Apple Pie and See the World. Those are all 5 in a row books. Very First Time, The Giraffe That Walked to Paris, Groundhog Day, Our Moon, Madeline. They're all, as I said, 5 in a row. There's the 5 in a row guides and the cookery book. These are little books that we've kept, so Skill Sharpeners ones for reading. We've got those are old ones, but I haven't taken them off the shelves yet. There's one from grade 1. There's a grade 3 one, there's a grade 2 one. Illustrated Stories from Aesop, Diary of a Pug. The Katie Morag series. Busy People series, all about different professions. So there is definitely non-fiction on here. The Lighthouse Keeper's Rescue. More Word a Day books. We've got some encyclopedias, horse, cat, dog encyclopedia, The Famous Five. Enid Blyton Big Gigantic Box Set. Over here we have got Roald Dahl's audiobooks, some more of the Usborne readers. So there's The Railway Children, Robert Louis Stevenson, The Land of Toys, Toys Go Out, Pepper the Ghost Dog, and that's Paddington. Okay, we've got Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. These are Christmas books. We've got some non-fiction on here, Planet Earth From Seed to Plant, 100 Things to Know About Science, and then this is that I Wouldn't Want to Know, I Wouldn't Want to Live Without series. So there are several here. So we've got coding, dentist, money, water, numbers, machinery, weather, gravity, nurses, antibiotics. So quite a few. Little Bear, The Complete Bramley Hedge, Sticker Dolly's Unicorn from Usborne. We've got Science Comic Plagues, Zoe and Sassafras is there, Science Comic Dogs, one of the Hollyweb ones, Voyages of Dr. Dolittle, White Fang, Who is Beatrix Potter, some Nat Geo ones there, so polar bears, dolphins, another Zoe and Sassafras, science comic Coral Reefs, a Magic Tree House Incredible Fact Book, the Parrot Cruncher, Cowboy Pug, some more National Geographic ones, Unicorn Diaries, Alice in Wonderland graphic novel, Wizard of Oz graphic novel, some Dr. Seuss books. Who would win the battle royale? They're funny. So it always gives you two animals, and you have to read through and find out who would win at the end. If they battle together, Henry Huggins, Osborne, Rubbish and Recycling, The Story of the Olympics, Anisha, The Accidental Detective, some more Nat Geo ones, Bark Park, Who was Neil Armstrong, all these little reading ones that we've still kept. So there's level 3 from All About Reading. We still like to go back and look at some of the stories. Ugly Duckling, the Puffin Book of Stories for 7-year-old, the Violet books here, Violet on the Pearl Oyster, Hidden Treasure, Smugglers, Meet the Twitches, some more little readers. Okay, we have got the Mina Lima ones, so we've got Beauty and the Beast, The Secret Garden, Peter Pan, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, The Little Mermaid, Crenshaw, Ranger in Time, The Wild Robot, Pippi, The Birchbark House, Another Goonie Birds, Owl Diaries, Unicorn Diaries, Little House on the Prairie, Animal Inn, Unipuggle, The Puppy Place, Animals at War, and more science comics, Brain, Dinosaurs, Cats and Volcanoes, A Tanglewood's Animal Park, The Incredible Journey, The Daisy Dreamer Collection number 2, Maisie Hitchens series by Hollyweb. We have got the Hollyweb, all the animals in trouble, so it's Timmy in Trouble, Ginger and the Stray Kitten, so it's about cats and dogs that are having some problems, the Secret Mermaid series. And then she has the ones in her box that she's currently reading. So as you can see, there's quite a few in there. I'm not going to go through every single one, but there's those two. So we've got fairy tale books in there, Be Glad Your Nose Is On Your Face in there, all kinds of stuff. Here we just have some Christmas type books, and some finger puppets, and then we've just got a miscellaneous section of picture books. And up here it's just miscellaneous picture books. Same here. Here's the Leapfrog interactive little book things, and a little leap pad with the pen, and then more picture books, again miscellaneous. Here we've got the Wishing Chair series and Things Are Falling, some more Enid Blyton's Flat Stanley, animal stories for 5-year-olds. We have got some Christmas ones, and these are homeschool ones for me. And then at the top we've got some Shakespeare. In this one we've got all kinds of stuff. So this is, let me see, Lift the Flap Animal Mazes, Knowledge Genius Encyclopedia, some history ones, some politics, Business for Beginners. Sorry, could you even see that? There we go. An old Summer Brain Quest that I haven't thrown out. Politics for Beginners, I already said that. Business ones, some Who Was books, so the Wright Brothers, Galileo, Marco Polo, Columbus, Disney, Who Was Walt Disney. We've got The Story of the World is over there, that's version Middle Ages. Robin Hood, Knight's books, What Would She Do, Stand Up, Stand Out. Some more history books, so for the Middle Ages, so we've got castles and mosaics, another castles book, all these other history books, DK Find Out, Ancient Rome, Egypt, It's Disgusting and We Ate It, Ancient Egypt, The First Dog, Stone Age Prehistoric World from Osborne, Look Inside Mummies and Pyramids, Marguerite Makes a Book, The Story of the World, Book 1, Ancient Times, Miss Frizzle's Medieval Castle Adventures, See Inside Castles, Ancient Egypt, Forky, Story of the World, Volume 1, The Peep Inside, sorry that's my cat, Osborne Peep Inside the Castle, History Pockets, Ancient Civilizations. What on earth are you doing, Shadow? She's chasing a fly. The Street Beneath My Feet. You can go get it, Shadow. Go get the fly. The Skies Above My Eyes. Welcome to the Museum Planetarium. Activity book. The Big Earth book. This is sticker and activity books. We've got some 100 Dresses, Here's a Penny, so just basic, some read alouds there. Out of Darkness, Voyage Through Space, Fallout Solar System, some science books here. Some of I nearly said something Sassafras fan. The Sassafras Science Collection from Elemental Science. We've not got all of them, there are 2 there. Some stars. These Let's Read and Find Out books. All different science topics are there. Etchart, the animal collection books here. Again, just a mishmash of all different topics. This is not in our schoolroom, this is in my daughter's room. So dinosaurs here. Spun Elmore Holmes, Spanish, Energy Lab. So there's all kinds of dinosaurs. Basically she just takes off from the shelf and puts them here and then swaps them. So that's what she's got on there currently. And then some towards the bottom. At the top we've got Percy Jackson series. We haven't started reading those ones yet. We've got the Roald Dahl collection. Some old phonics ones from when she was younger. Little House on the Prairie series. Enid Blyton and Brer Rabbit. Wind in the Willows. This is the Worst Witch collection. Winnie the Pooh series. More Enid Blyton. Pollyanna. You can see those. Okay, this is the Peter Rabbit library. Behind here we have got, oh, almost fell there. Hang on a sec. The Mary Poppins collection, Jenny Dale series, some Helen Peters books, the Osborne collection, the Little Miss, that's the fly that Shadow is after, the Little Miss and the Mr. Men series, the Eric Carle series, it's the Christmas book, one of those recorded voice ones. We've got Winnie and Wilbur, a bag of books in there, some Ladybird tales, so classic tales. This is a Disney one. We have got the Alice in Wonderland little mini book series over there. She has got some more Ladybird classics. I've still got the Bob books out on the shelf. I need to definitely this year put some stuff away, but it's still, I don't know, because it's not on not our main shelf, it's fine because I'm not running out of space. So it's okay to keep them on there for now. Sentimental value. The Dr. Seuss books are there. This is a big stack of Read It Yourself books from when she learnt to read. And those are 2. More traditional tales, but this is mainly for when she was learning to read. So these are all sort of your beginner and middle readers. This is a big book, a big box of readers as well. And then we've got 2 shelves of picture books on here. Currently reading the Zoe Rescue Zoo series, so that's out in this little box on our new little shelf. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that bookshelf tour. It felt like a while for me at least, because I was taking everything off and putting it back on, but it was actually very helpful because I could see where things had been put in the wrong place and also things that I needed to put away this year because I do have new books in to come out. So yes, I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you on our next video. Take care, bye for now.